Hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Well, I'm going to continue on with part 6 of my overview of my buck knife collection here. And today I have got the slip joints that are imported, or they were all made in China. So let's get started here. First off, we've got the buck doctor's knife. And both of these knives are in smooth bone. One is green and the other one is brown. And I just think Buck did a wonderful job on these bone inlays. I love this gorgeous green color to it. So a doctor's knife has one long spear point blade there, or drop point. And then it has a spatula to it. And there you see the spatula. And of course on a doctor's knife, the spatula is used for counting pills and like that. Could be used as a tongue depressor. You also notice that the springs come all the way around, and that forms a flat part on the bottom there. And that could be used then for crushing pills and such like that. So there's the green one. And here it is in brown bone. And again, just a very excellent job here. And this is model number 228, the Buck Doctor's knife. I have 3 of the Buck canoes, number 389, and I've got one in the jig bone. And the jig bone version was available at Walmart. I don't know if they're still available or not, but just a very nice knife. As you can see with the scratches on the bolsters and such, I did carry this knife quite a bit and continue to keep it in my rotation. I really do like the canoe pattern knife, and I think Buck did a pretty good job on them. So sure. So there it is with the jig bone. This is Buck's new Burlwood Covers edition. Available right now, as far as I know, only on the Buck website. But that Burlwood is absolutely gorgeous. And then the first canoe I ever bought, this is just the basic wood grain version. So once again, the Buck canoe, model 389. Next up, we'll go to the model 385 toothpick, and it is a small toothpick here, and this is in wood grain. But if you're a fan of toothpicks, why, here's another option available to you. Of course, all of these knives are what I would consider to be in the budget category. But look at that long, slender clip blade there. Of course, the powder horn frame, sure. So there it is, the Buck 385 toothpick. Moving along to a couple trappers that I have. The first one here, this larger one, this is the model 382 trapper, and it's in wood grain. Handsome looking knife. And of course, you got your clip point and your spay. This is probably like a medium size, or if you were to compare it with a case trapper, probably what they would consider to be a mini trapper. Look at that very distinct spay blade there. Yep. And then also I have this trapper. This came in a 2-piece collector's tin, and this is the model 381, and it is got paca wood covers to it. So it's a little small trapper. That was a clip, and we'll get the spay blade out here. And as you can see, very distinctive spay blade there. We'll just put them side by side here for a moment. Just see how they shake out. So there they are, the two buck trappers. The Model 382, the larger one, and the Model 381, the smaller one. Well, I think it's time to look at some Stockmans. And this is the Buck 371 Stockman here. And it has the wood grain covers to it. And there's your clip point. And we'll get to the other ones here. There's your sheep's foot. And what else we got here? Here's our spay blade. So these, even though these are the ones made overseas, Buck did keep the 3-spring version. So each blade has a spring to it. This one has steel liners. But it's a very well made, very well constructed Stockman here. And then here is the same 371 Stockman pattern. It's got the jig bone. These were available at Walmart, as a matter of fact, and this is March 2023. My local Walmart still has some of these in stock, so they are available if you look for them. But I do think they did a wonderful job on this jig bone. I won't pull the blades out because the blades are the same. Same construction, the only difference being the cover material. Now, an interesting story is I bought one of these in the burl wood. It had a crack, so I sent it back in for Buck's warranty service. They warranted it by sending me back this one in wood grain. And I sent them an email and I said, hey, excuse me, I sent in one with the burl wood covers. I think I should get one in burl wood back. And they said, yep, our mistake, we're sending you one. I'm sorry I don't have it here for the video, but again, it's the burl wood like this. And they said I could keep this one too, which is kind of nice. So even though they kind of screwed up, I benefited in the long run because I ended up with 2 knives. I had one in the wood grain before, and I gave it away in a giveaway, if you'll remember, in memory of my Uncle Ray. So I've got that one replaced, plus I've got the one in the burl wood coming. So that is the Buck 371 Stockman. Let's take a look now at the Trio. And this is the 373 Trio. And the Trio is the same size as the USA-made Buck 303 Cadet. So this is more of a medium-sized Stockman. And, yep, it's got 3 back springs there, so a spring for each blade. There's your sheep's foot. And here is your spay. So just like this is a budget model of the 303 Cadet, I failed to mention on the 371 Stockmans, this is kind of a budget version of the 301 USA-made Buck Stockman. Now we'll look at the smallest knife on the table here. And this is the 375 Deuce. And again, the Deuce is kind of the budget version of the Buck 305 Lancer. The Lancer is no longer in production. It's a small little two-bladed knife. Has a nice clip point. And then it also has a coping blade, such as that. Just a nice little fifth pocket knife, or, you know, something to have in your dress pants. You don't want to be weighted down with a big heavy knife, but still want to have a little something on you. Fine for the office. So this is the 373, I'm sorry, this is the 375 Deuce. Well, the last knife in this collection is called the 379 Solo, and as the name would imply, it has a single blade. So here is the Solo with the good wood grain, clip point blade. Another very nice, well, it's slim, it's slender, little fifth pocket knife. Extra little knife to have in the office, in your desk drawer, or again in your suit pocket, because it's not going to weigh you down. Now Buck did make a 302 slip joint knife. It was discontinued. It was called the Solitaire, so this is kind of the budget version of the old Buck 302. Just a very nice handy knife. And again, these a lot of these knives are available in your local Walmart, and I've seen them in Menards and other big box stores. So not only are they budget friendly, they're readily accessible. Especially if you need a knife in a hurry, you just need to grab a knife. Why, you know, you don't have to wait by ordering them from online. So there it is, the 379 Solo.